The story of Moses is one of the most iconic and revered narratives in the Bible. It's a tale of divine intervention, liberation, and leadership that has captivated the hearts and minds of believers for millennia. Moses, the great prophet and leader, was chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and towards the Promised Land. However, the Bible also reveals intriguing and controversial secrets from Moses' early life, shedding light on the man behind the legend. In this exploration, we will delve into the lesser-known aspects of Moses' dark past, supported by relevant Bible scriptures. The story begins with the birth of Moses, but what many may not know is that his birth was shrouded in secrecy and danger. In the book of Exodus, we learn that Pharaoh had ordered the death of all Hebrew male infants to curb their population growth. Moses' mother, Jochebed, and sister, Miriam, acted covertly to save him from this grim fate. But when she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. Exodus 2 verse 3. Jochebed's act of faith and defiance against Pharaoh's cruel decree sets the stage for Moses' extraordinary life. Contrary to popular belief, Moses was raised as an Egyptian prince, living a life of luxury and privilege within the very empire that enslaved his people. After being discovered by Pharaoh's daughter in the Nile, Moses was adopted into the royal household. He became her son, and she named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." Exodus 2 verse 10. This dual identity as both an Israelite by birth and an Egyptian by upbringing would later play a pivotal role in his mission to free the Israelites. One of the most controversial secrets from Moses' early life is an act of violence that led to his exile from Egypt. In the book of Exodus, we learn that Moses killed an Egyptian who was beating a Hebrew slave. Fearing retribution from Pharaoh, Moses fled into the wilderness of Midian. When he went out the next day, he saw two Hebrews fighting. He asked the one in the wrong, "Why are you hitting your fellow Hebrew?" The man said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you thinking of killing me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, "What I did must have become known." Exodus 2 verse 13 to 14. This act of violence and subsequent exile reveal the complexity of Moses' character and the internal struggles he faced. Moses' life took a remarkable turn when he encountered the burning bush on Mount Horeb. This event, as recounted in the book of Exodus, marked the beginning of his divine calling and mission to free the Israelites from bondage. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. Exodus 3 verse 2. This supernatural encounter unveiled God's plan for Moses and ignited the passion that would drive him to confront Pharaoh and lead the Israelites to freedom. Another lesser-known aspect of Moses' life is his speech impediment. In the book of Exodus, Moses expresses his self-doubt and reluctance to lead due to his difficulty in speaking. But Moses said to the Lord, "O Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue." Exodus 4 verse 10. God reassured Moses that he would be with him, empowering him to overcome this challenge. This vulnerability humanizes Moses and makes his journey all the more inspiring. Moses' journey to liberate the Israelites was far from smooth. The wilderness years were filled with trials and tribulations, both for Moses and the people he led. The Israelites often grumbled and rebelled against his leadership, putting Moses to the test. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Exodus 17 verse 1 to 2. Moses' patience and faith were tested repeatedly as he navigated the challenges of leadership. In a moment of frustration and anger, Moses made a grave mistake that ultimately cost him entry into the Promised Land. When the Israelites complained about the lack of water once again, God instructed Moses to speak to a rock to bring forth water. Instead, Moses struck the rock in anger. He said to them, "Listen, you rebels, must we bring you water out of this rock?" Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. Numbers 20 verse 10 to 11. This act of disobedience led to God's decision that Moses would not enter the land he had promised to the Israelites. The story of Moses is a tapestry of faith, doubt, courage, and human imperfection. His dark past, filled with secrets and controversial moments, makes his journey all the more relatable and inspiring. Through divine intervention, Moses transformed from an exiled murderer into the liberator of his people, leading them towards the promised land. The Bible's portrayal of Moses' early life serves as a reminder that even the most revered figures faced personal challenges and made mistakes. It is a testament to God's grace and the transformative power of faith. Moses' story continues to inspire generations, reminding us that our past does not define our future, and God can use imperfect vessels to accomplish His extraordinary purposes. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, click the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload another video. Also, comment and share your thoughts about this video in the comments section. You are blessed.